A Newry teenager whose former boyfriend is accused of murdering both her mother and best friend has given evidence in court in Turkey. Our reporter Sharon O'Neill was in court in Izmir for today's hearing.
Two families united in grief and in their quest for answers. At the centre of it all, Shannon Graham, who was just 15 when her mother was murdered. They arrived in court here in Izmir to see in the dock together for the first time the father and son accused of murdering Marion Graham and Cathy Dinsmore. Shannon's former boyfriend Recep Cetin and his father Eyup, pictured in a striped t-shirt, when arrested last year. But that didn't happen. Eyup Cetin was the only one in the dock. It turned out there had been a mistake. His son was still in his prison cell. But the hearing in front of 4 judges did go ahead. And in this country, the judges are the ones who do the questioning. Eyup Cetin was first asked did he have any previous convictions. He confirmed he had. He was then asked did he understand the charges against him. His response, yeah, kind of. Then a judge put this to him. Is it true you ganged up with your son to murder the 2 women? His response to that was no. He also spoke of his son's relationship with Shannon, saying they had lived together for 2 years. Eyup Cetin denied knowing her mother, but then admitted he did. He insisted he didn't know Cathy, but that was disputed by Shannon herself when she gave evidence. Shannon appeared very confused about what was going on around her. Then a judge asked her about her mother's relationship with Recep. She said they got on like a house on fire, never had an argument. She was then asked if her mother was against her marrying her boyfriend. Shannon said the subject never came up. In all, this hearing lasted 2.5 hours and was adjourned until September the 14th. Late this afternoon, relatives held a press conference where Shannon spoke for the first time about her loss.
She's like my mum and best friend, like we did everything. Like she's my shadow, I was her shadow, we did everything. It's just like different because everything's different because she's not here now. It's just hard to believe like what actually happened. Like on a boat trip and then coming home to such bad news. I usually come here for like a holiday instead of all this atmosphere.
It was very intense in court today, so it was a very surreal atmosphere. So it's still very hard to take in, so it is. And I find it very difficult to talk about.
All of this has also taken its toll on the Dinsmores.
It's just unbelievable. It's just very, very upsetting, you know. It's only sister I have, and it's just hard to come to terms with, you know.
Hopefully, as time goes on and we get more information about what actually happened and then begin to see some form of justice, things should become easier. But at the moment, it's still very raw.
Returning to Turkey was always going to be difficult for these families. They can only hope that next time, father and son will be in the dock.